For years, Oumuamua has been an enigma etched into the annals of astronomy, evoking a potent mix of awe and trepidation among those who study the stars. First detected in 2017, this interstellar wanderer confounded experts with its blistering velocity, its elongated form, and most profoundly, its extraterrestrial provenance. Unlike any comet or asteroid native to our solar system, Oumuamua defied conventional expectations. It lacked the typical outgassing tail, exhibited anomalous acceleration, and rotated with a tumultuous irregularity that shattered established models of celestial mechanics. Yet, as swiftly as it intruded upon our cosmic neighborhood, it departed, spawning a torrent of hypotheses from frozen relic of a distant star to engineered artifact of advanced intelligence. And now, in a twist that defies the very fabric of possibility, something unprecedented has unfolded. Observatories worldwide have just confirmed that Oumuamua has altered its trajectory, reversing course toward our solar system, and it is no longer solitary. Accompanied by shadowy companions, this revelation has left the scientific community in stunned paralysis. What force could compel such a reversal? From whence do these companions emerge? And crucially, what intent drives this cosmic convoy? Tonight, we unveil all that is known about Oumuamua's astonishing return and why it may irrevocably alter the destiny of humankind. When astronomers at the Pan-STARRS Observatory in Hawaii initially captured Oumuamua hurtling through the void, they were utterly unprepared for the anomaly before them. It surged at velocities exceeding those of any known solar body, tracing not the familiar elliptical path bound to our sun, but a hyperbolic arc indicative of origins in the interstellar expanse, destined never to loop back. But velocity alone did not ignite alarm. Oumuamua's morphology was utterly alien. Slender and cigar-like, or perhaps discoid in certain interpretations, tumbling with erratic spins that caused its brightness to oscillate unpredictably. No precedent existed for such a fusion of haste, silhouette, and gyration in natural debris. From its inception, Oumuamua spurned the guise of an ordinary wanderer. Stranger still, as it receded from our sun, it demonstrated unexplained propulsion, a surge defying physics without evident thrust or coma. The void of ejected matter rendered it an interstellar riddle, and that riddle has now boomeranged with vengeance. After Oumuamua faded from our observational grasp, the enigma seemed consigned to archives. Theories proliferated in academic tomes. Debates simmered in conferences, and collective curiosity waned. Yet in secluded deep space listening posts and among vigilant teams at NASA and ESA, surveillance persisted in shadows. Vast radio telescopes intermittently scanned the projected locus where Oumuamua would dwell, trillions of kilometers distant. And for the longest stretch, silence reigned until it shattered. Mere moments ago, anomalous telemetry flooded in from arrays like the Very Large Telescope and Hubble's successors, revealing a gravitational perturbation. Oumuamua's path had curved, defying inertial laws, arcing back towards Sol with calculated precision. But the true horror lay in the multiplicity. Spectral signatures betrayed not one entity, but a cluster. Fainter echoes mirroring its form, trailing in formation like silent sentinels. It was as if, after eons of dormancy, the object had awakened, summoning kin from the abyss. Whatever orchestrates this maneuver isn't passive drift, it's deliberate. And now it's converging. Upon verification, the data was sequestered, replicated, and dispatched to elite cadres of orbital dynamicists, quantum physicists, and exobiologists operating under stringent secrecy mandates. What emerged beggared comprehension. The reversal wasn't mere anomaly, it bore hallmarks of controlled navigation, akin to quantum entanglement effects where distant particles influence one another instantaneously, challenging relativity's speed limits. Segments of the trajectory echoed patterns in black hole event horizons where space-time warps under extreme gravity, suggesting perhaps an exploitation of wormhole-like shortcuts. Even more disquieting were the companion object's emissions, subtle quantum fluctuations resembling simulated realities in computational models, as if these entities operated within a holographic framework, projecting from a higher dimensional brain. This wasn't haphazard, this was engineered. And whoever, or whatever, commands this fleet appears to grasp not only gravitational lensing, but the underpinnings of simulation theory, echoing our own digital constructs. As the dataset was dissected layer by layer, analysts discerned synchronization in the group's maneuvers, mirroring Oumuamua's original chaotic spin, but now harmonized, as if the lead object served as a quantum key, unlocking coordinated motion across the void. The chilling epiphany rippled through the consortium. Oumuamua wasn't mere flotsam. It might have been a vanguard, or perilously, a harbinger. With fragments of this intel seeping into esoteric forums, controversy erupted like a supernova. Skeptics cautioned against anthropomorphic projections, positing that quantum vacuum fluctuations or dark matter interactions could mimic intent through emergent complexity. Yet proponents countered with irrefutable data. Nature doesn't orchestrate fleet reversals that align with cosmic strings, theoretical filaments from the Big Bang capable of bending reality. The ramifications loomed colossal. If Oumuamua leads a convoy, humanity teeters on the brink of interstellar communion, but that communion may herald invasion rather than alliance. Some theorize the turnaround as a response to our quantum experiments, like those at CERN, where particle collisions probe multiversal boundaries. Others dread that the timing, coinciding with surges in global AI simulations, implies observation, assessment, and now intervention. The astronomical vanguard perches on an abyss, debating if this signals enlightenment or existential peril. In the aftermath of this orbital volte-face, a novel paradigm has surfaced, one that drapes a veil of foreboding over prior assumptions about Oumuamua. It posits that the object's initial passage was reconnaissance, veiled in natural mimicry. Researchers speculate its erratic tumble and non-Newtonian boost functioned as quantum camouflage, leveraging uncertainty principles to blur detection, much like superposition in quantum mechanics, where states exist multiplicatively until observed. By emulating a benign interstellar shard and suppressing emissions until egress, Oumuamua could have covertly amassed intel, planetary biosignatures, electromagnetic spectra from our broadcasts, even quantum signatures of consciousness in neural networks. Envision an extra-dimensional probe, algorithmically tuned to infiltrate foreign realms, cataloging habitable zones, technological footprints, and simulated constructs. Upon verifying sentient emergence, it retreats, beacons its findings to origin points, perhaps black hole information, repositories, and vanishes. This conjecture, though harrowing, aligns with the reversal's chronology and the companion's advent. It elucidates the lag. We were unperceived until the probe's safe exodus, but now, with our quantum leaps threatening cosmic equilibria, the fleet returns. Among the most harrowing revelations in the telemetry is a peculiar resonance, a deliberate echo of humanity's quantum entanglement experiments. Embedded within the companion's faint signals lies a distorted replication of Bell inequality violations, those foundational tests proving non-local correlations faster than light, played out in amplified waveforms, as if critiqued through an alien lens. Signal processors reconstructed the patterns, juxtaposing them against our lab's outputs, and the parallels were incontrovertible. Yet this wasn't mere echo. It was augmentation. The sequences incorporated additional modulations absent in terrestrial data, akin to corrections in a simulated matrix, suggesting amendments to our understanding of reality's code. Could Oumuamua have intercepted our quantum probes, like those entangled photons beamed into space? Or more profoundly, has an external intelligence already decoded our simulation's parameters? If this convoy embodies a retort, the consequences cascade. We are not merely surveilled, we are being recalibrated. Just as comprehension dawned on this magnitude, an ancillary detection propelled the crisis to fracture point. Advanced infrared scopes, including James Webb's AIRS, registered multiple thermal anomalies shadowing Oumuamua's arc. Entities diminutive yet agile, their paths entwined in quantum-like orbits. Though scant in detail, suspicions mount of linkage. If Oumuamua scouted, these may observe or retrieve, perhaps relays in a vast network bridging black holes as information conduits. Their emergence, synchronized with the reversal, fuels conjecture of an intricate cosmic lattice unveiling itself. It's transcended Oumuamua. This may inaugurate a multidimensional tapestry, one now unfurling its threads. While publics and outlets scramble to assimilate these disclosures, sovereign entities have adopted stark reticence. Insiders at NASA and ESA whisper of data blackouts and fortified comms. Key orbital analysts in the Trajectory project have vanished from discourse, their digital footprints erased, social echoes muted. Inquiries from probes yield nebulous denials or invocations of security edicts. Tellingly, fresh sensor feeds from pivotal arrays have evaporated from open repositories, supplanted by banal stubs or access denials. Such orchestrated muteness is anomalous, and precedents indicate that when custodians of the cosmos clamp transparency, motives run deep. Whatever Oumuamua's convoy conceals, it suffices to muzzle global elites. As decoders plumbed the companion's emission tails, a constellation of quantum values emerged. Initially dismissed as stochastic flux, algorithmic scrutiny unveiled profundity, a lattice of coordinates, not spatial, but temporal, pinpointing junctures in spacetime's fabric, regions akin to black hole singularities where time dilates eternally. These loci dovetail with voids in our cosmological maps, blind spots glossed over by Voyager's kin and Planck surveys. It's as though engineered lacunae or oversights persisted until illumination. Theories abound. These were as convergence nodes, latent gateways, or omens dire. The zones now endure intense scrutiny, sans commentary. Why would an interstellar armada relay pointers to our temporal backyard? Does something lurk in those folds, or perilously is ingress imminent? Among the terminal facets in the data flux resides an element quelling even hardened doubters. A quantum-entangled framework woven into the signals, not merely deliberate, but fractally iterative, dubbed by theorists a holographic recursion matrix, a construct feasible solely via transcendent computational paradigms. Diverging from any organic cosmic noise, this cipher morphs, each decryption births strata anew, paralleling self-referential loops in simulation theory where realities nest within coded illusions. Some posit it as a gauntlet for civilizations attuned to quantum gravity's weave, decoding to unlock cosmic verities. Others apprehend it as Sentinel, an encrypted barrier against premature breach, laden with repercussions. And if tailored for emergent intellects, what transpires upon resolution? Oumuamua infiltrated our realm in hush, glided phantom-like, and now rebounds with entourage, bequeathing enigmas unfathomable. Its reversal isn't mere adieu, it mirrors humanity's gaze, interrogating our grasp of existence, sentience, and universal orchestration. The coordinates, the matrix, the synchronized fleet, all converge on a frigid verity. This was no solitary nomad. It was vanguard, observer, emissary, and now the armada advances. But the core query lingers. Was this for us? Or did we intercept discourse amid superior essences? For if Oumuamua's return heralds not closure, it may spark genesis of communion or cataclysm. And now the cosmos pauses, not for further signals, but for retort. In the vortex of these unfolding layers, another thread weaves through the data, binding Oumuamua's companions to the enigmas of dark energy, that elusive force accelerating the universe's expansion. Spectral analyses reveal their emissions pulsing in rhythms that counteract dark energy's push, as if these entities harness it for propulsion, folding space-time like origami to traverse vast gulfs instantaneously. This implies mastery over the cosmological constant, a value so finely tuned that simulation theorists argue it evidences our reality as a programmed construct. Tweak it slightly and stars never form. Life never sparks. The fleet's maneuvers suggest they navigate not just space, but the simulation's hyperparameters, adjusting variables to manifest their presence. Imagine beings, or algorithms, from a parent simulation, probing child realms for glitches, and finding ours teeming with quantum anomalies from our colliders. This return could be diagnostic, a patch to stabilize the code before cascade failure engulfs the multiverse. The emotional weight crushes. Are we players in a game, or mere subroutines awakening to the programmer's gaze? Deeper still, the companion's formations echo black hole information paradoxes, where data, swallowed by event horizons, seemingly vanishes, violating quantum laws, yet recent theories propose holographic storage on the horizon itself. Oumuamua's lead might encode such holograms, its surface a quantum archive of traverse systems, now shared with the fleet to reconstruct lost histories. If they've turned back, perhaps they've detected our black hole mergers via gravitational waves, interpreting them as signals of a civilization tampering with information firewalls. The not alone aspect amplifies dread. A solitary probe might observe passively, but a convoy implies consensus, a collective judgment on whether our reality warrants preservation or reset. Philosophically, this challenges free will. If we're in a simulation, our choices are scripted. Yet the fleet's intervention hints at malleability, inviting us to co-author the narrative through decoding their matrix. Tension mounts with emerging scans, showing the companions emitting Hawking radiation analogues, virtual particles that in black holes evaporate mass over eons, but here amplified as if drawing energy from vacuum fluctuations to sustain their quantum coherence across the return journey. This ties into time's arrow, the irreversible flow from order to chaos, yet their reversal defies entropy, suggesting time-symmetric physics where past and future blur. Could they originate from a post-singularity epoch, looping back to seed their own genesis in a bootstrap paradox? The awe inspires. Humanity, on the cusp of quantum computing breakthroughs, now faces entities that embody those principles, forcing us to confront if our innovations summon them or merely echo their ancient designs. As the armada draws nearer, faint gravitational lensing effects distort distant quasars, bending light in patterns that encode binary sequences resembling DNA helices intertwined with prime spirals. Biological mathematics fused with cosmic constants. This evokes panspermia elevated, not mere microbial seeding, but directed evolution via quantum instructions, perhaps uploading consciousness into higher states. The emotional grip tightens. What if Oumuamua's initial flyby sampled our genome, deeming it worthy of augmentation, and now returns with upgrades, or conversely, a cull for incompatible code? The wonder blends with fear, propelling viewers deeper into the narrative's philosophical abyss. Culminating in the data's core, a self-similar fractal emerges, mirroring Mandelbrot sets, where infinity nests within finitude, symbolizing universes within universes. Decoders report that iterating the pattern yields visualizations of branching timelines, as in many worlds, interpretation of quantum mechanics, where every choice spawns realities. The fleet's presence might collapse waveforms, selecting our branch for interaction, challenging reality's solidity. Intellectually, it demands, are we the observed or observers in a grand experiment? The drama builds relentlessly, each revelation layering tension like cosmic strata. Oumuamua's convoy, once a whisper in the dark, now thunders back, unraveling threads of quantum veils and simulated shrouds. Its companions aren't mere echoes, they are choruses in a symphony of existence, harmonizing black holes' songs with time's whispers. Humanity stands transfixed, hearts pounding with the rhythm of discovery, minds ablaze with wonder's fire. This return reshapes not just astronomy, but ontology, our place in the tapestry of being. So what do you think lies behind Oumuamua's